is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another episode of In the Kitchen with Retro. And as you can see here, I got an ear of corn here. Alright. As you saw from the title of the video, yeah, I don't like to boil corn. I don't like to boil anything. Corn, hot dogs, anything. Except pasta. Pasta is the only thing I boil. Why is that, Retro? Well, I'm going to get me a. I don't even have the kind of pan or pot to put on a stove. But this is the biggest thing I got, the handy I can think of it. For boiling corn, you'd get a big old pot, right? Big old pot on the stove. You fill it with water. You dump the corn, ears of corn in there. That's how my grandma used to do it, you know. So I get it. But if you guys have ever done that, cooked corn that way on top of the stove, have you ever looked down in the, after you take the corn out of the pot, you ever look down at the water? Yeah, it's not clear water anymore, is it? It's cloudy. Well, to my opinion, what you see when you look down in that water is flavor. That flavor is in that water now. We don't want it in the water. We want it to stay here, right? Now, yes, granted, for years, all my life growing up, that's how we did it. And the corn was still enjoyable, okay? But I think it can be more enjoyable and more flavor if you cook it a different way. So, yeah, boiling, again, hot dogs. I've heard some people boil chicken. I'm like, oh my gosh, no. What are you doing? Don't do that, please. That's like blasphemy, and to people that love the culinary arts, that is blasphemy. Boiling chicken. Or I've even heard ground beef. No. That's a no. Anyways, let's back to this. I'm going to. Yes, you heard it right. I'm going to bake this in the oven. Just like that. I got this, I got it tied up there with a twisty tie. But yeah, I'm going to bake this in the oven. I'm going to do my my trick where I'm going to hit preheat and throw it in. Okay, I'm going to preheat it to 400. Then once it's done preheating, I'm going to shut it off. Now with the corn, it needs to be in there a little longer, so I'm going to shut it off and then leave it in there for 10 minutes after it's shut off, and I think at that point it will be ready. All right. So before I put it in the oven, I am going to butter it, with some melted butter here with the brush. Okay. Okay, let's do it this way. I'm going to do both sides. That way it's nice and coated. That way it's nice and coated on all sides. And that's it. So now, turn the oven on. Put it in there at 400. Because this is corn, it needs to be in there for a little longer. And in the oven it goes. So, once that is done preheating, then I'm going to shut it off and then leave it in there for an additional 10 minutes. Okay, so the 10 minutes are up after the oven has been shut off, so let's see what it looks like. Ooh. Huh? Let's zoom in on that. Maybe I'll just pick it up here. Ooh, and it's been in that butter too. Oh my. Oh yeah. Look, it's got a little bit of coloring on it, a little bit of browning there. Let's see. It's dripping butter, so I'm gonna zoom in for you guys. Huh? Does that look like some freaking awesome, tasty, scrumptious looking corn or what? And the fact that it's been, you know, like I said, it's been in this butter here. So it's like, it's ready to go. You could just see it's been in that butter. See? Let's give it a taste. Let's give it a taste. Yeah. Ooh, hot too. That is definitely the magic number, okay? Melt some butter, but you have to get your ears of corn. Melt some butter, brush it on, preheat the oven to 400, slap it in. When the oven has reached 400 degrees, shut it off, leave it in for 10 minutes. After that, you take the corn out. It's already buttery. You can add more if you want. It's ready to go. Perfectly cooked too. I would say that's perfectly cooked. Nice color. The color's bright. Yeah, I would definitely recommend this. This will be my favorite way, my number one way to cook corn on the cob. My number two way coming up in the microwave. Okay, so for my second method, I'm going to be putting this ear of corn in the microwave. So I got all the little stringy things off on it. I actually know what the official, what you officially call those, but the little silky strings, right? Got that all off. Okay. So, but you want to leave the husk on. So we're going to, basically what we're going to do is we're going to close it back up here. And why I'm doing this over the sink is because we're going to leave this husk. We're going to leave this husk on when we put it in the microwave. But the reason I'm over the sink here is this: you want the husk to be wet, to be damp, okay? Because that's going to basically, when you put it in a microwave like this, you're basically steaming it, okay? So that it needs to be wet. So I got me some filtered water here. I don't use water straight out of the tap. I run it through a filter. So I'm just gonna put that in the sink because I'm gonna let that soak. I'm gonna let that soak in that water. That was, and this is pretty dry, okay? So I'm probably gonna let it soak in this water for about 5 minutes. Let the those husk leaves soak that water up, get it nice and hydrated. Then at that point, it'll be ready to go in the microwave. Yeah, I got my drain stopper in there, so you can see, I got my drain stopper in there, so it's you know, it's gonna be laying in this water for about 5 minutes. Okay, so I got my ear of corn here. I got it all. You know, if there's any bare spot there, you want to put that side down. That way the corn itself is not exposed as much as possible. And I'm just sitting that in there just like that. Not even putting on a plate. No need really. 3 minutes and 33 seconds. After the microwave goes off, I'm going to leave it in there for 2 minutes. Just let it, you know, just let it set and rest and continue to steam a little bit. And at that point, that's when we go in for the extraction. Okay, so I'm back here. Just got my ear of corn out of the microwave, so I'm going to tear it apart here, pull the husk back. It did sit in there for a few minutes. I probably let it sit in there for a little bit longer than I'm going to say it probably sat in there for about 4 minutes. You know how you get busy doing other things and you're like, oh yeah, I got the ear of corn in there. So let's pull this back here. It's still hot though. I'm able to hold on to it, but you know. So let's just go ahead. I got a little bit of melted butter here. Ooh yeah. So how does that look to you guys? Does that look done? I'm going to say it's done. 3 minutes 33 seconds. Let it rest for about a few minutes. Let's taste it out. Okay, yeah. Alright, I'm digging it. Yeah. You guys ever heard of this? Corn on the cob in the microwave. Now, if you've watched a lot of my other videos, you'll know I'm a big fan of the Range Mate. That's you know, this guy right here. You know, I got 2 of them, and you can do a lot of the things in the microwave. But this is one thing where you don't need one. You can just do it the old school, microwaving old school, I would call it. Just no other, you know, equipment required. You put your food in the microwave and you hit the time and hit start. That's it. That's all there is to it. So there you have it, guys. There are 2 ways that I like to cook corn on the cob, you know, and that's just, you know, inside your home. Now, if you have a grill available outside, of course, corn, it's always good on the grill too. For the grill, I would recommend either leaving it in its husk like it is as you see it right now, or if you do you know, clean it up, I would wrap it in foil, because it will burn very easily. But yeah, either microwave it or put it in the oven like that. My favorite way is the oven. That's just my favorite inside. But yeah, boiling is like a last resort for me. It's just, to me, it's just really, again, potatoes and pasta and eggs. If you're going to make deviled eggs, is like, those are the 3 things that I boil. Nothing else. No meats, corn, not even like vegetables, like any kind of, like, you know, like I'll steam vegetables or something like that. But yeah, just not boiling. To me, boiling, that when you boil food, you basically take the flavor out of it, and the flavor goes into the water. Basically, that's just my 2 cents. That's my humble opinion, right? Anyways, that's going to do it for the video. Hope you liked it. Leave me some comments below. How do you guys fix corn? How do you cook it? Let me know in the comments below. But if this is your first time to the channel, tap that red subscribe button, then the bell next to it, ding ding, and that way be notified when I upload new videos. So until next time, guys, keep it retro.